Big or any of those shows, you know, that used to come on Sundays. That's like what Smash World Tour is to me now. Like, dude, I get to wake up on Sunday and I get to watch some amazing Smash where there are high stakes on the line from all sorts of different regions all over the world. Some players I've never seen before. Discover some hidden talents and maybe some new strategies with characters. Like, it's just insanely exciting, and I love it, man. It's been so much fun here in 2021. Something to look forward to, bouncing back after, you know, a year that was tough on a lot of people. I'm sure everyone in chat, including myself as well. So, bouncing back strong. Speaking of which, game 1 starting up, Charles. jjcat00 against Luffy. There's that dash that I'm talking about, man. Big damage getting in with the grab. Good use of the down B, though, to avoid the follow there. That was nice.
Oh yeah, of course. Definitely still the best dash, in my opinion, in the game is going to be Inkling. Like I said, Inkling definitely has fallen out of flavor, but I still think the character is very, very strong. Definitely still a top tier viable character. So, you know, so much to talk about. Probably one of the best characters at whiff punishing just because of the way, just how fast the dash is and just how, you know, low silhouette the dash makes Inkling, because Inkling goes into the ground when performing the dash. So we'll see how this matchup plays out. We'll see if jjcat can keep out Luffy's Inkling. Pretty back and forth here, but now jjcat getting everything going here. Oh, here's the ledge trap. Oh, look at all this pressure, causing the panic jump as well from the bomb.
Yeah. So it was already clear to me, you know, jjcat is going to be a really good player, getting this far in bracket, no small feat. But already I'm loving the options that I'm seeing from them, excluding that last screw attack. That was a little ambitious, but that's okay. A lot of good edge guarding, a lot of traps at the ledge. Try to catch Luffy in the air a lot too. I think he's out of ink. Yeah, he is out of ink. You can see it on the roller, also the meter at the bottom. So very, very precarious situation here for Luffy. Gonna have to recover against these bombs. A lot of action here at the ledge. jjcat still unable to find a stock though. Nice job escaping that by Luffy. And then, you know, you don't need to swing at a disadvantage every time. You don't need to attack them on your way back. Sometimes it's just better to put your feet on the ground and plan your next attack rather than rushing in haphazardly. So Luffy, good job there.
And look, I love this pressure. Is the up throw going to be enough? Yes, it is. Inkling not very heavy, and that up throw has been buffed throughout many various patches. But one thing that's very interesting to see is both these characters definitely have a lot of setup tools at the edge. Of course, the Ink Bomb and the Samus down B Bomb as well. But the thing about Samus's bomb is it doesn't take a resource in terms of ink, and we see Luffy running out of ink a lot so far. I don't know if it's just because Luffy is committing to too many rollers, because that does use a lot of ink, or committing to too many ink bombs in neutral. But yeah, whatever the case is, there's been so many situations where he's trying to refill the ink, and jjcat takes advantage of that. And again, a roller and all this ink management, I feel like jjcat is seeing the ink usage and is taking full control of it.
I totally agree. Between avoiding the splat bombs and the roller, I think the roller, especially at this percentage, is so important to avoid because it's going to be the KO for Inkling, which is one of the things about the character that's frustrating for the mains, is sometimes you just can't find that KO without hitting a roller. We're seeing a lot of that from Luffy right now. Oh, nice conversion there. The down Bs have been so good. The bomb conversions have been great. The ledge trapping has been so good. Catching a jump there with the up tilt. jjcat, this Samus is moving, man. I really like this Samus. I'll be honest with you. I would not like meeting him on Elite Smash. However, I do like what I'm seeing here now.
And you look at that, even the bomb into the fade back. I feel like you said earlier, it's just so hard for Inkling to find a KO without the roller. If you're playing Inkling and you connect every roller you throw out for a KO, Inkling's the best character in the game by far, right? But yeah, that's you know, definitely not the case. Roller has very clear counterplay to it, which is why you know, a thing we often say is Inkling can struggle to KO if you don't have that trusty up throw up air in that percentage range. Usually it involves low rage. Luffy right there gets the up throw up air, or tries to go for up throw up air with low rage, and still was not able to connect, maybe just too high of a percent. But this is where Inkling can really struggle. You got your opponent at that 150 mark, but is that back air at edge going to kill, right? Like, this is when you really have to nail these edge guards, and right now, you know, jjcat's doing such a great job of stalling with this down B bomb and able to make it back every single time. 178%. It doesn't really matter because Samus is just so heavy.
Yeah, Samus's weight on top of her ability to recover, like between morph bombs, tether grabbing to the ledge, screw attacks hard to contest, all these things like are bad for Inkling. Inkling gets stocks, you know, either with the grab confirms, obviously, but also roller, you know, and offstage play. But I don't think you're going to catch Samus offstage, and Luffy is certainly having a hard time doing that right now. So, edge ledge trap situation, back air not enough to KO still. 200% on the Samus, peeking over the ledge there too. I like that a lot.
Yeah, jjcat, this is some of the most phenomenal recoveries I've seen from Samus. Even like fading back with that one bomb earlier on the left side and using the previous bomb that he set up to, like, you know, boost himself forward up a little bit, also holding down on that up B as well, just so it peeks above the ledge just a little bit. And I can't sugarcoat it, man. Luffy, you kind of got smoked there.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of that comes from that first stock, right? Once Samus gets the stock lead, jjcat really locked it down between pushing the advantage state on the ledge, forcing options there, and honestly putting Luffy in an uncomfortable situation, just being able to capitalize like that. I think Inkling has a really, really hard time taking a stock in this matchup between being forced to approach because they don't win the long game, Samus's weight, and then Samus's ability to recover. Luffy couldn't take a stock that first game, Charles, and he was hitting back airs at like 170, and they just weren't doing enough. It's kind of crazy. jjcat making this matchup look godlike for Samus, honestly.
Yeah, it can be rough. You just have to be able to hit down smashes at edge when you're ledge trapping. That's a very common thing that I see top level Inklings go for. They set the splat bomb, they go for down smashes, they go for specific like ledge jump reads, or you have to commit farther out with your back air, right? If Samus is at 160, 170, you hit a back air by around normal get up area, that's not going to KO. But if you go off stage and you commit to your edge guard option, that's where you can start getting stocks. But honestly, jjcat's recoveries have just been so on point, kind of knowing exactly where Luffy wants to commit off stage, or if he just doesn't want to commit off stage at all. Didn't nail a single edge guard that match, so we might see a switch. All right, we got the counter pick. I mean, what a better counter pick, right? Bring in the Dark Samus.
What? Is that allowed? You can't just bring in the villain. I don't think that's allowed. Let's check the rules. I don't know, man. This is okay. Anything you can do, I can do better, is what Luffy is saying. A Samus Ditto. After a 3-stock, Smash World Tour. You never know.
It's Dark Samus. It's not a Samus Ditto.
Wait.
Oh.
Production, can you mute him, please? I can't.
I'm just saying, man. This is looking pretty canon right now. We'll see who prevails. Dark Samus or Samus here. Definitely like the colors on both sides. I think Samus definitely has one of the best colored palettes in the
dude, Dark Samus too.
Yeah,
Dark Samus is so cool.
I'm a fan of both.
Dark Samus also has the Spider-Man double jump, you know what I mean? Where they pull back their hands. It looks... Dark Samus is one of the coolest characters. And Samus is also awesome. Has been forever. Oh, look at that conversion there. A little bit of baby charge shot into a grab. Very nice. Okay. What if we just hug shield and look at each other, you know?
Well, because in that situation, it's scary. Who wants to commit to the grab? Who wants to commit to the up B? Out of shield is like your first option, right? So it's like both players just opting to disengage. But jjcat definitely showing so far, like, yes, I am the Samus main, but we'll see if Luffy can bring it back with this rage. 113% here. And this is going to be a little slower just because, I mean, both of them are floaty, so even when they do get a hit, there's a lot of mix-ups, right? And that's going to be Samus in general. When you hit Samus, like, ooh, man, and that DI was not correct on that back air. Oh, big damage.
Oh. Okay. They should have grabbed each other. It should have tacked. You know, that should have been a grab tech right there. When they both the tethers connected, that would have been so funny. Yeah, so something that's interesting here too is usually, like, I feel like Samus's grab is still pretty good at getting rolls just because, you know, it is a tether and has a long range. But also Samus herself, or Dark Samus as well, they have really long roll distances. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like an interesting facet of this pseudo Ditto. I don't even know what you want to call this. An Echo Ditto? I don't know. Like, this is
the Echo Ditto.
We're in the cave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Echo fighting each other. I don't know. Something like that. Either way, back throw. Okay.
Right, I'm trying to get an edge, and jjcat just pretty much waiting out all these projectiles, and it's just so hard to catch a Samus main off guard with anything, you know, from Samus or Dark Samus, obviously, right? Because I feel like a lot of the niche things against Samus is knowing how to deal with down B and disadvantage, that whether it be off stage or whether it be at the juggle situation, right? Like that is probably one of the core things about fighting Samus, and jjcat definitely showing that, yes, I know how to deal with all of these things. I've used and abused them as well. So, oh wait, what's the punish? Wrong way. No, not gonna get the KO there.
Charles, jjcat has not lost a stock yet. A lot of it is around the spacing too, between avoiding the sweet spot of that dash attack there and a couple of Inkling back airs too. Uh-oh. Grab, okay, follow.
Okay, we got the tech chase. Ooh, wait a minute. We getting the clip ready? Is the clip button getting ready right now? Wait a minute. Commit.
Finger on the trigger, go. Oh, man. Oh, I love that idea. The up angle forward smash. Great idea there. jjcat, it would have been an extended clip anyway, but still has not lost his stock. Smooth movement there around the platform. Charge shot to the dome. This is looking bad for Luffy. Oh boy.
Away.
The bomb's away. Dude, what do you do? He's just putting out so many active hitboxes. I feel like that's such a strength of Samus. Here we go, though. Has to make it. I don't think.
How does it feel? How does
Yep, there. How do you like it? First stock that Luffy is taking, and that's it. It's going to be a JV anyway. Man. Well, he did take a stock.
Does the JV count, though?
It's well,
what's the verdict on that?
I don't know.
Judge?
Chat's
Can we get the judge here? Judge? Well, you know what, chat? We'll let you guys be the judge of it.
Chat's
Has Luffy taken a stock yet? Has Luffy taken a stock yet? Yes JV. Or no? It was a JV, right? We're kind of going back and forth here. Not too sure. Don't know what the verdict is there.
Dude, jjcat is nasty. This is what I love about Smash World Tour. I haven't seen a Samus move like this in a minute. It's been a minute, Charles, since I've been really impressed by some Samus gameplay. Amazing sub by jjcat. And honestly, Luffy, one stock, maybe, or JV, however you want to call it. Improvement. Let's see if he can keep pushing it, though. Maybe, I don't know if he has a third character or something. The Ditto is bold, though. The Ditto is a bold choice after getting 3 stocked, honestly. I don't know if he's trying to make some sort of statement with that, but he did. You know? Like, you know what? Your character's so good, I'm going to pick them and just beat you with them. And it's
I mean,
like,
he did better with the Dark Samus, right?
He did do better. It's true. It's true.
I feel like at this point, you either dig really deep in the pockets and you go for a wild card here, or you tough it out with your main, you go Inkling. I feel like Luffy definitely was just committing to roller too much, and just try to commit more and try to play around this down B. Like, it's very clear that Luffy struggles against down B in disadvantage, which is why he wasn't able to really take a stock in the first place against in game 1 against Samus. So there's some situations where you're down so hard, it's kind of just like, well, let me try to get the experience out of this, right? Like, let me try to do that. And who knows, like, maybe you make those adjustments with your main who you're comfortable with and you're able to pull through, right? In my opinion, that's the way to go, because it's just a win-win. Because I feel like if you're able to dig deep and, you know, pull a reverse 3-0 out of a situation like this, it's going to be on your main, someone you're really comfortable playing, right?
Well, it's interesting too, because I always feel like the character little pogs there, or whatever you want to call them, like the character icons, I feel like that's very indicative of what a player is thinking and how they're feeling. Because I picked mine is Alucard from Castlevania, one of my favorite series, but I also obviously play Richter and Simon. So I'm thinking, does he have a Fox? Like, is that a thing? I feel like that could be a good matchup for him too. Get a little reflector, push the advantage state. He'd still have trouble off stage though. Obviously, Samus is a character that does well. I mean, jjcat Samus at least is really well at the ledge and at edge guarding. So Fox might be a dangerous pick, but we'll see. Okay, going back to the Inkling, I respect it. Might have gained some knowledge here. And I think if you're going to go out, you got to go swing with your main, right? You don't want to leave anything. You don't want to leave anything on the table. But either way, game 3 coming up, Charles. jjcat's phenomenal Samus against Luffy's Inkling. I want to see something special out of this Inkling, Charles, and I think we just might.
Yeah, like I said, I just want to see less rollers, less commitment, more kind of baiting around that down B rather than committing into it and then getting reversaled from Luffy. And yeah, I don't even think the Inkling is necessarily just getting watched. It's more just like I can just see that Luffy struggles against certain tools Samus has, right?
Yeah.
Because everything was fine, and then the tools that he's struggling against just so happen to make it very hard for Luffy to close out a stock. So it looks like it's really bad, right? It looks like he's just getting completely destroyed, but it's more so just like not being able to close out the stock against these specific tools. Oh my goodness, that killed you. Wow.
Yeah, I love the forward smash from jjcat. It gets a little bit of a pull back there. Good sweet spot on that one too. That was just amazing spacing. I like the way that he picked his options there, Charles, getting a stock for it too. He did get hit roller though, so Luffy's hitting the rollers now, but this is looking a lot like game 1. jjcat, if it's anything like game 1, he's about to run away with this lead, Charles. But let's see the adjustments that Luffy can make now. He's got to still play patiently, though you just can't approach and get caught in the air like that. I feel like that's where he's really losing, taking a lot of damage and losing a lot of stocks in game 1.
Yeah, and again, this down B is such a great tool. It's really fun to see Samus down B. just be this good in this game. In previous games, you know, Samus down B wasn't too great, but I really think it's a core part of Samus, right? Like using her special to set up specific scenarios, because even that's how she kind of plays in her own like specific games out of Smash. So it's really cool to see like down B have so many different usage, and you see jjcat like using them in so many different situations, right? Dropping it off stage for an edge guard to cover low, using it by the ledge for ledge trapping, even using the drift that you can change from an in disadvantage and juggle situations or when he's off stage. Oh no, Luffy finally gets the roller and he buffers another roller.
He got caught mashing in 4K for sure. He rollered then rollered again. You know what I'm saying? That's caught right there, bro. That's it. Hands off the controller. We know you were mashing the roller, right? And there you go, up throw. Almost taking it down. The up air was certainly clear. That went out though. jjcat working on his second 3-stock of the set. I mean, count the JV3, he's working on his third one of the set. jjcat an all-star so far.
Yeah, it's man, it is looking rough for Luffy. And again, just like these very niche situations where you're not really comfortable versus a tool, or you just slightly mistime something, or maybe you press side B one too many times, and that goes with the stock, right? And I always say the Smash can be a very unforgiving game. You know, like there's just very specific times where you're just one frame off of something, and that could mean a Game 5 last stock, last hit situation, right?
I like that. Luffy's not giving up, though. He's still swinging with the up smashes. He certainly wants to take a stock. That's obviously the goal here. Don't get caught, though, at the ledge. This has been the toughest part for Luffy, for sure. What's he going to do? Nice. The turnaround with the charge shot to take it down. Another 3-stock. jjcat, what a beast, Charles. And that's what I'm talking about. Luffy, obviously a talented and good player. Gets this far in bracket. You know, has a couple characters under his belt. Definitely saw some good stuff from Luffy, but this is what you love to see. jjcat00. What a Samus. That's one of the best Samuses I've ever seen in my life. You know, like that was amazing play there. The ledge trapping, the use of Morph Bomb, all that stuff was just so good, dude. And you talk about the multiple uses of Morph Bomb, not only using it at the ledge or with the drift, but just shifting the hurt box too, becoming a tiny little ball to avoid the follow-ups from Inkling, which is so important because Inkling, you know, love or hate the character, their advantage state and their combo game is incredible, but if you're able to break up that action and recover and live that long for Samus,